Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine, and today we'll be doing a message for the sign of Gemini. As always, Gemini, all of your readings, they are timeless. So when the message finds you and resonates, then it is yours at the time in which you find it. Gemini, I've done your spread today with my triple stack deck. It's the usual, of course. The Luna Tarot, the Ethereal Visions, and the Dreamscape Oracle. So you'll be seeing all three of those in your spread. And Gemini, I want to first start off your reading with you are insanely focused. It's really intense. So just coming out here out of the gate with that, it seems like you are in, maybe you're in a meditation. It doesn't feel like you're sitting down for meditation. It actually kind of feels like an active meditation, meaning something like you're out for a walk and you're meditating. But this meditation of yours is actually the building blocks. It's coming through as like you're building something in your mind. And then of course, we'll see what happens next. But let's see, at the bottom of the deck for your underlining energy, very, very you, Gemini, right now. You're showing up with the, oh, that's interesting. The silence is right underneath that. I'm just looking at that dynamic. So you're showing here with the Six of Wands, and that is talking about your intense focus on whatever you are trying to receive. Okay. I was going to say whatever you're trying to like build, but I mean, all right. So whatever you're trying to receive, perhaps maybe some clarity or instructions as to how you can get to this point, get to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is generally characterized as your ultimate success, or not even necessarily the ultimate success, but a stepping stone on your way up to the top. And I'm referring to, it seems like, or yeah, like maybe perhaps you're trying to receive some guidance. It's just like in that meditation, the active or walking meditation, and you're looking to receive some guidance about perhaps maybe instructions along the way to get you here. The Silence card talks about ancestry. It usually refers to ancestry that, well, they follow you. They like follow you on your path in life. They're not necessarily ones that would, I guess, involve themselves in your path, but it's like it's an audience or someone who watches over you to see your progress. And that's why they're silent, or at least that's why you feel as though the guidance that you're looking for is actually not coming. It's like you feel like it's not coming. There's a deafening silence between you and your guides. Okay. Because, all right, you're trying to build something. All right, let's look at the bridge, see what's on the bridge. On the bridge is the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. It's interesting how there's two cards. There's two cards that seem to be coming with the bridge. All right. So the Queen of Pentacles here. Actually, when I looked at this, I was like, oh, that's me. But we're doing the Gemini reading, so this is not me. Okay, so maybe it's actually like this. Maybe you're going to someone who is one who can, okay, here we go, who's one who can communicate with your guides, or has a really fine tune discernment. And because they have such a fine tuned discernment, they would be able to deliver a message to you that perhaps you might not be able to receive, or at least you feel like you're unable to receive it. Then in essence though, it's kind of like then you would be presenting as this white owl. So it's actually coming through that you have the wisdom to be able to guide yourself. So it's almost like a part of me kind of feels like you wouldn't really, almost like you don't really need this. You don't really need someone to give you like a clue as to what next step to take. But maybe it's because you are in this silence that it almost feels like you might even actually like be cut off from your own guides in a sense. It's very unusual. Okay, so let's get, it's very interesting. I'm hearing like a vow of silence. I don't know what that is all about. So let's get an overall energy. Okay, the overall energy for you, Gemini, is the Strength card. There is so much in your reading at play. You're incredibly focused. You're trying to build something so that you can receive clues as to what you need to do next, or where you need to go next, or how you need to build something. It's like I'm seeing a screen, okay, and there's all of these things that you're moving around, uh, and then this pops up, this overall energy of strength. Okay, because I sometimes I see this strength, I see this figure here as like blocking your view. It's as if you're so focused in your mind, like mentally moving pictures around or moving things around in your mind, and then this comes up and your it's blocking your view, something along those lines, something that's blocking your view. And this and because it has so much strength to it, it's like you're forced to look at it, something like that. It's like you're forced to look at it because it does have it it's covering the entire view frame, like as if this is your eye. It's like it's covering all of your eyes space. Okay, so it's like your third eye. Maybe this is perhaps why you feel like you're not receiving messages or guidance from your own personal ancestors, guides, angels, all of the universe, whatever you subscribe to. All right, because it's like I'm seeing you in this magician, and this is you actually really tapping. You're really trying to tap into this third eye vision of yours. And the way it's being presented to me is like, um You know those computer screens that have like a 360? It's like I'm seeing multiple screens and they kind of have this rounded effect. It's like that's what I'm seeing. It's like you're sitting in a like a capsule or a chamber or something like that. So that could even be talking about you sitting in a meditation, and this screen is something that you would be manipulating or moving objects around the screen to be able to like build maybe simulations or scenarios, or like chart out your future, your future success points, your future milestones, your future goals, things of that nature. Okay, this is really interesting because it's like I'm sitting here and I'm waiting to receive the next part of this message, and I feel like I'm just sitting here. And that okay. So perhaps maybe something that would help you if you're trying to receive answers for yourself from yourself, because I don't it's this is really interesting. It's like you're bridging yourself. You think that you're bridging yourself into the next place by maybe perhaps going to someone who uh, practices like a divination or something like that. Like they could be a seer, or like an oracle or something along those lines, or a medium that would be able to translate these messages for you. But it's like I kind of feel like this is maybe it's a little unnecessary, but it's helping to bridge you. So it might even come through as something that you don't actually necessarily do all the time. Like, for instance, if you were to go onto YouTube and watch a tarot reading, it's like this is not something that you do all the time, but you're looking for guidance and you're not receiving it in the traditional ways that you normally would, and so you go here. And and so now what I'm telling you is, if you're sitting in a meditation and you're not getting anything, because this is of course like how you usually would do it. You usually use some type of interface that would get you the messages that you're wanting to receive. I was going to say that you're wanting to receive. All right. I'm laughing because it's like you're looking for guidance, yet you're looking for messages that you're wanting to receive, which is very different from the messages that you're needing to receive. So perhaps maybe what would work better for you is to actually go on an active meditation, like go on a walk or do some type of physical activity that puts you into that meditative space. And it's like maybe then you'll start to receive a little bit more, just a little tidbit. But what's interesting to note is that, you know, when I'm referring to messages that you want versus messages that you need, when you go on this active meditation, a message is coming through. You have the raven here appearing next. So there is something that wants to come into your awareness. It wants to it's coming through as not as anything that is vocal or has words to it, nothing like that. It's coming through as something that would be a visual, like a vision. You're wanting to receive a vision. And there is a vision that's coming in here. But what's really fascinating is that you're actually, okay, you're actually pushing it away because you're coming through here with this Seven of Wands here as well. And what I'm seeing is when this vision of yours comes in, whatever that is, it's like a pop-up. It's coming through as like a pop-up, like an advertisement on a computer, like that computer screen, right? It's a pop-up image. That's what this strength card was referring to. It's a pop-up. So, and when it does come up, there's something within you that is actively pushing it away. You don't want to see it. You don't want to look at it. There's something in it that, well, in your understanding, you're seeing it as something that you don't want. Now, obviously, that's different from what you need. And what's fascinating here is that with the Seven of Wands, you have your wand up here at the precipice of this top position, and then you have the Six of Wands down here. And you're actually looking for the next step to getting to the Six of Wands. So there's something in this message that is trying to, it's like you're not recognizing that the message is actually what you're looking for. You're seeing it as maybe something that, thinking of a pop-up, maybe something that's frustrating or something that is just undesirable, something like that. It's like you're seeing it as a distraction or something that is blocking you from proceeding along your path in the way that you would want to. Like it's something that you have to continuously get rid of. And what I'm seeing now is like, you have this like screen in front of you, and if you click on a pop-up and then another one shows up and another one, it's like so this message that you're trying to, it's like you're trying to move it out of the way to see what is beyond. It keeps popping up. It's like it keeps, and if you're hitting X and like hitting X over and over and over again, and it just keeps popping up. God. It's frustrating. It feels frustrating. So but I feel like what you're not necessarily seeing is that whatever that pop-up is actually what is trying to point you in the right direction. Because if you're going into this meditation, maybe it's an active meditation, and you're setting the intention correctly. You're setting your intention correctly, and then this comes up. It's almost like you're not putting two and two together, that perhaps maybe this is the answer to what you're intending. And what it entails, what this pop-up entails, is this aspect. It's the Empress. Which is so fascinating because it's almost like, I'm just looking at how like that's shaking in my hand. It's almost like the pop-up that you are receiving is from your future self. It's from your future self. You're asking for the next step in getting to whatever you're trying to achieve next. And you're getting an answer from your future self. But there's something about, it's like you don't recognize it as your future self. You're not recognizing it. But it very much is your future self. It feels like a grown up or a more mature version of who you are now, as represented by the Empress. So, there's a very interesting point that's wanting to be shown here, and it's that the Empress, she's the number 3, right? And I often find it very interesting that this magician here has all ingredients except for one. She doesn't have one ingredient. There's one ingredient that she doesn't have. So the magician, of course, in the traditional tarot, contains all of the symbols for each of the elements. You know, the pentacles, the swords, the cups, and the wand. And so here, you know, you can see she's got the pentacle in her chest, the sword is down here, she's holding the cup in her hand, but there's no wand. And the message that you're receiving from your future self has something to do with the wand. She's literally holding what looks to be, I mean, it's like wheat or something, but it's being characterized today in your reading, Gemini, as the wand energy. And so she's bringing that message to you, that you're forgetting an element. So you're wanting to get to this place where you've gotten a lot, where you will be receiving recognition for all of the things that you are putting a lot of energy. You're actually putting a lot of energy into whatever this project is. Not only are you putting in the energy to getting to that position, but you're also actively defending it as well. You're applying the protection around you to cultivate this success. But there's something that you're forgetting. And you are forgetting, that's what this is. It's like even so on the spread, the 7 of Wands is showing up after the Empress. They've got the wand. Like your future self has the wand. And in order to get to this success point, you need the wand. You need the wand. Okay. And what is the wand? The wand has something to do, obviously, of course, with your passion, the life essence, your life essence that you're putting into your project. It has a lot to do with creativity. I am feeling more that it has something to do with your ability to be able to be moved. This card came up in another reading, in I think it was the Virgo reading. I can't quite remember, but it occurred to me later on that yes, of course, she's got the sword, she's got the pentacle, she's got the cup. Where's the wand? And it occurred to me that she actually is the wand. So your future self is bringing in a message of, okay, yes, you want to achieve all of this stuff. You're looking for the guidance to get you to the next level. And there, you know, especially with ending off with the 7 of Wands, it's almost like there's an assurance that you are going to get in that place. However, with you being the wand, the message from your future self is to not forget you. Don't forget yourself as a essential ingredient in the next thing that you're building. Don't forget you. And then it's very interesting. It's like a blanket of silence has come over the space. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. If you found that this resonated for you, I will be pulling some more cards to get a little bit more information as to what to do with this wand, what to do when you're adding yourself into your own manifestations. If you would like to see that and join me there, you'll find the link for it in the description box, and hopefully I'll see you there. Bye, Gemini.